Hello everyone and welcome to Die Once a... That's not quite what I want to do. Oh well. And welcome to Die Once Again, where I realized I haven't shown you the second boss of this area, and I fully intended to, show him off. I kind of forgot that he existed when I was walking through, so that was my bad. Sorry. So let me show him off to you this time, and also... And coincidentally, the reason I remembered about this boss is this token of spite that I picked up, wherever the heck it is, there it is. Because there's also a covenant right behind this boss that I'm not going to be joining because it sucks and it's PvP related, and to hell with that. But there's still a boss nonetheless, and I cannot leave a boss unkilled. It's going to be a rather interesting boss, however. And as per usual, I'm going to need to get through this nice little area filled with grass and bandits, and I'm actually kind of worried worried about what is going to be waiting for me on the way, provided this place has a lot more people trying to ambush me, and there was already a lot of people on the way to it originally that I'm not exactly... Oh, you jump up. That I'm not exactly looking forward to fighting, shall we say. Especially because there used to be a giant, really mean phantom on the way. Hello, Dark Daedalus, glad of you to join me. I don't want to take anything away from MacCat, but unfortunately they're playing an adventure game, and I'm not entirely big on adventure games, so I figured I'd have a little fun, especially with all the stuff ouch, completely skipped last time, because I remembered exactly why Creighton and Pate were not fighting like I thought they would have, and I'm going to need to pay a certain area a visit to point that out, but I'll go there after I finish... Why is there a skeleton here? Oh well. So we're going to be visiting a area that I completed not too long ago to get them to engage one another to complete their side quest. Okay, it looks like this little path has not changed all that much, because this place has always had these guys that jump down. If you advance too quickly, all of them jump down, and that sucks, so... By the way, these guys with the whips, the whip that they're using is probably one of the best whips in the game. If you're going with a whip build for whatever reason, I wouldn't recommend it, because I've done that before and it was kind of silly. It's funny, but I'm afraid not very effective. But the bloodied whip has incredible durability and damage. Huh. Well, it looks like this place hasn't changed at all. Kind of happy about that, in all honesty. It would suck if they added more things to ambush me. Alright, so there should be the NPC I'm talking about right... Okay, they haven't changed that one bit. Okay. By the way, that jump sucks. Which sucks doubly so because it's a really good item. I hear... What the... Aw, hell no. I don't think so. I really don't need any of those guys, and there was a frickin' other guy who tried to... Huh. Oh, that's new. Okay, nothing on that side. This guy sucks. He's hard to break the poise of, and he hits like a truck. Like so. But I think I might be a wee bit over-leveled, and I'm perfectly alright with that, but now he's not going to respawn, hopefully. Yay, I actually made that. Totally worth it. That item's actually useless to me. Hey, and I made the jump back as well. Alright. Here's the boss that I'm talking about. You can cheese it, and it's actually kind of interesting when you do. I've never pulled it off. But we got some Ben-Hur shit right now. So if I wanted to cheese the boss, what I'd end up doing is, well, first things first, there is a necromancer reviving these guys that I need to kill. There we go. Now, cheesing the boss involves this. And I'm only going to show you it briefly, because I'm not actually going to pull this off, because it's kind of boring. But if you do that until the horse is like at 80%, it will kill itself, in a sense. But I'm not doing that, because it sucks. Instead, should be right here. Yep. Alright, so now I need to wait for the horse to make one more pass and switch to my appropriate weapon. Right. And now the rest of the fight begins. I get to fight a horse. Once again, though, standard boss rules apply. A stick and move, and you never want to be in front of this horse. Or behind it. Because when you... I completely missed. If you are in front of it, its attacks can barely be blocked, but that charge has the ability to one-shot you. There we go. So that boss, completely optional. And you won't believe how many times, until you learn how to fight the boss, you won't believe just how many people die, he says, trying to fight this boss. I mean, just look at all these frickin' dead people. When, in honesty, the only hard part about the boss is trying to kill those magic people who revive the skeletons, because otherwise the skeletons will never stop attacking you or being revived. So you have to kill those magic necromancer people, then you have to go fight the boss. And a lot of people think they can tank a hit. No. that horse has the ability to basically one-shot you with its charge, and the charge cannot be blocked. If I was going to cheese the horse, however, if you see this little gap, if you knock down its health, it will hang on the edge right here until you finish it off. It's actually kind of sad, in a way. But I refuse to do that because it takes a long, long time and it's incredibly boring. This guy is the NPC for the evil PvP Covenant.
Welcome. Welcome. Do you have a lust for blood? Yes, of course. Why else would you be here? Do you give yourself the honor? Then you will need blood. Lots of it. Undead blood. Like your own. But it's not as easy as you think. What would he say? Join the Brotherhood of Blood? That can hardly be the whole story. I want to hear what you really think. You want more than just a little blood. You want to be drenched in blood. Mired in its foul stench. Am I right? Am I? Oh, just say that I'm right.
Yeah, so if I... Remember, I can switch covenants without any repercussions, really, outside of, like, some minor talkings to, so I'm gonna join it just so I can talk to this guy. Technically, I could just kill him if I wanted to, but...
Fantastic. You're the best. Now you are a servant of Na'alma. This crest of blood is yours. There. Another servant of blood is born. You will serve well, I just know you will.
Well, he's very wrong, because really I have absolutely nothing to do with this guy. If you remember in the Blue Sentinels, you have to beat 500 invaders, or invade 500 people and win in order to get upgrade the Covenant. This actually goes by rank points. You get a rank point every time you invade another player and kill them, or whenever you go to these statues, which are duels. Every time you kill someone in these duels, you also get a rank point. You have to do that 500 times. And every time you die, you lose a rank point. And screw that.
Well, how are we? Whatever you need, I've got it for you. Do you know anything about tokens of spite? Well, you can fight other blood servants with them. I'll reward you if you win with red orb. You know, a cracked red eye orb. Use me to visit other worlds and seek more blood. Tell me if you need anything. I'm very generous. Have you heard of the Blue Sentinels? They're a thorn in our sides, to say the least. Their men are obsessed with hunting down blood servants. Who cares? It's just another chance to spill more blood. Doesn't that excite you? You know anything about token? Tell me.
Yeah, if I was going to rank up, he'd have more to say. He's completely useless, but he does sell a pretty decent scythe, if you're into that sort of thing. But this is actually what I want from him, because this has some really good resistances, and it looks quite snazzy. This is also kind of neat, but we're not going to be using it. And this is the only way to get the red soapstone. I'm not going to be buying it. Also, he sells some interesting pyromancies, but you can find them in the world anyway, so all in all, he's kind of useless. If I want his equipment, though, I can fight and kill him. I might do that. Just like I have... If I want Targaze, or whatever his name is, the guy who's listed there, if I want his armor set, I can either kill 500 people by invading them, or I can just kill them. I'm actually considering the fact that I kind of want to just kill him, just so I can grab his equipment. But first things first, I have to return to Earthen Peak. Because if you remember, our buddy Pate, who gave me this really spiffy spear, was here waiting for me. But I did not actually complete what he wanted me to complete. So I actually need to take care of that pretty quickly. But first I have to completely screw up all of my dodges. Yeah, I already grabbed everything here, so no need for anything there. I just have to remember where the hell... Yeah, there's Pate. Yep, there's Pate. Ooh, nice. This spear is actually pretty decent if you are a Hex build. A Hex build... their spells all scale with strength, or intelligence and faith. And your highest damage depends on which one of them is lower. So for example, if you have say 40 intelligence or magic and 8 faith, the amount of damage you deal is going to be based on the faith number. Or if you have 40 faith and 8 magic, it's going to be based on the magic number. So by keeping them in tandem, leads to some very interesting damage numbers that you can... I completely forgot about you. Leads to some very interesting damage numbers that you can pull off. So this is what Pate was referring to. So, as per usual, because of the super high fall damage, he was referring to this. Technically, I think this area is supposed to be a lot more dangerous, because if you remember the first time we talked to him, he was like, hey, this place is trapped, and it was. This, however, was just that. Oh, and also, if I wanted that poison broadsword, I didn't need to jump through there. I could have jumped from here, but I took the shortcut. Anyway, that's all we needed, so we talked to our friend.
Well, good to see that you survived. Perhaps you're more rugged than I thought. In any case, the treasure is yours, since you went ahead and took the leap. I prefer a more cautious approach. It's hard to know who to even trust these days. For instance, I've heard that a man is out for my life.
Brayton.
Now, what misunderstanding could have ever led to that? The poor bloke must have quite an imagination. You be careful too, my friend. For trust can be a dangerous thing. You be careful.
Alright, so that's everything there. So now, with those completed, I can do exactly what I meant to do. Okay then. What I meant to do back in Brightstone Caverns. If you remembered, I walked into the... Why does everyone have that T-pose as soon as I walk away? That's creepy. If you remember, I went to the Brightstone Caverns, right here. Which one was it? Right here. And I went to that area and was confused why there was no Pate and Creighton duking it out. This is why. I completely forgot to do that thing for Pate. And now, what I'm going to do, once again, Silvercat Ring. There we go. Here we can either sit around and let them do whatever the heck they're doing for a long period of time, or we can just kill one of them. Pro tip, always kill Pate. The reason you want to kill Pate is because if you kill Creighton, you have to buy Creighton's armor set from Melentia. If you kill Pate, you get Creighton's armor set, and thus, poor Pate, has to die. And you want Creighton to get the last hit on him. If you kill Pate, you become a sinner and can get invaded. And so, we are going to let Creighton kill off Pate. We'll get his souls either way. Yay! Another spear. Now we wait a little bit. And that is the end of the... Well, no it isn't. That is the almost end of the Pate and Creighton questline. Now we'll talk to our buddy.
Serves you right.
And now my dog's barking because reasons. So I'm gonna mute my mic and see what the heck she's talking about.
I did it. Thanks for your help. He was no pushover. Here, take this and go to my boat hole down the way. What's there? Is yours. Just a small token of appreciation. Here, these are for you.
And that's why I don't like dogs. Cats are quiet. Dogs are not, especially when they decide to bark at frickin' nothing
Well,
because they're dogs.
just take them. You did me well. You did me...
You're supposed to give me a key unless he already... Oh, there we go. So that's why you want to kill Pate rather than Creighton. Otherwise you wouldn't get... You'd get the key that I have, but you would not get Twinkles. Twinkles, twinkles, twinkles. Twinkles! There we go. Got you this time. But you would not have gotten his armor set. So by doing what I just did, I now have Creighton's armor set. It's actually not that good, but it looks really nice. Now, before I complete the quest, let's get rid of all these frickin' spiders. Get over. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, that's that taken care of. So this is why we opened this door by shooting it with arrows earlier. Because now, with this key... Ta-da! And because you're watching, I'm going to show you some pro tips. Take off your armor, put on some fire resist. I do not have fire resist crap. Okay. Anyway, you want to take off your armor because trap. And listen, and pay close attention to what you hear.
I'll leave a nasty scar.
That is the end of the Peyton... or the Peyton... Actually, that kind of works. the Peyton. Yeah, I like that. The Peyton quest line. They are now no longer in the game at all, so there is no way to get back at the fact they just tried to kill you. There's no way to get back at them for that, unfortunately. But the important thing here is these gauntlets are really, really neat because of what they do. Oh, by the way, yeah, I like this armor. It looks neat. And actually good armor for its weight. Anyway, the important thing that we got from were these gauntlets. The good thing about the gauntlets, I actually don't remember what piece of armor I was wearing. Oh, by the way, this is the helmet. It looks cool. Alright, I was using the penal mask. Where is it? Ah, there we go. These gauntlets will let you do critical hit damage, even when you don't get a critical hit, which means they do a lot of frickin' damage. And that was the questline I wanted to show off, so we have one last thing to do. And that is, we are actually going to kill Targray, because I want his armor set. And show off just what Melentia does for us. So, I hope you aren't a huge fan of Targray. I've never actually killed him before, because I've never killed a friendly NPC before. Oddly enough, you can kill him and then still join the Blue Sentinels if you so choose. I'll be joining a Covenant, however, even if it's not going to be this one. How much do you bet he's actually going to kick my ass? I'm betting quite a bit. Changing my pants real quick because this looks terrible. There we go. That looks nice. Wow, really? No aggro? Okay.
Great Sentinel, lead me up.
I've never actually looked at this weapon because I've never killed him before. Wow, that is a decent... It's heavy, but that is a decent... weapon. By the way, the problem with halberds is if you don't hit with the very tip of the halberd, you're gonna do hardly any damage whatsoever. But now, you may think he's dead, and he is, but you can actually, if you return here in a couple of hours, I forget if it's in-game hours or out-of-game hours, there will be a gravestone here that I can talk to, and if you spend souls, you can actually get him, you can summon him with souls and rejoin the Blue Sentinels. And now, the secret purpose of Melentia is you can get every NPC you kill, their armor set shows up right here. So since I wanted this guy's armor set, I killed him. By the way, we're also going to go kill Titchy Gren as well, because I don't like him either. Because death to all PvP covenants. The difference between them is Titchy Gren will defend himself. Evidently, Targray did not. I actually wasn't expecting Targray to act. I was expecting Targray to fight back. I also have no idea if I'm going to lose my covenant if I kill this guy. Wow! Neither one of them defended themselves? Huh. But yeah, so killing them, you lose the covenant. Last time I fought Titchy Gray, he kicked my ass when I killed him in my hex-based playthrough. But now, while we bought his hook, or we killed him, now we can get his scythe, which is a good hex weapon. And he only has 2 pieces of armor. His robes and his hood. But that's everything there. we can join the Blue Sentinels, or not the Blue Sentinels, the Way of the Blue. But since I'm not going to equip the ring again, we're actually going to join a different covenant because reasons. There's no reason for us, but hey, whatever. I'm still surprised though. Normally they fight back, and they didn't. I'm confused in all honesty. Because when I went through with my Dex-based build, or my Hex-based build, I killed Titchy Gren, and not only did he fight back, he killed me like 5 times over. And I am super surprised that he did not fight back this time. Now, since I've killed those NPCs though, I am now a sinner, so I can get invaded at any point by the Blue Sentinels. And I figure I'm gonna join this one. The Covenant of the Sun are called the Sun Bros. They are basically strictly PvE. You get medals by putting down your summon sign and helping people fight bosses. So it's a good way to level, or at least it used to be. I don't know how much now. Unfortunately, all the rewards, except for the very, very last one, are miracle-based, and as I'm not a spellcaster, kind of useless, I just wanted to have a sun next to my name. So that's basically everything I wanted to show off there. So now it's going to be showing off the end of the gutter. This place sucks. This is going to be the last Great Soul that I need to progress the story. So we'll finally have new dialogue from the NPCs. But first things first, do I want to... Well, first things first, destroy that. Oh, right, I forgot. The gutter is still very framey. I don't want to do that. I want to do that. Crap. I want to destroy all of these because I want to make that jump because I'm an idiot and I want to light all these torches. Yeah, with everything else trying to kill me in this game, I don't know why the PvP Covenant guys do not try and kill me. Considering everything else... Oh crap, that's a cheap doggy. Cheap doggy needs to die. There we go. See you next fall, doggy. Okay, is there something here that I actually want? Yes, there is. And it wasn't exactly worth it, but whatever, I already have it now. So that was entirely worth it. Aha. And now here's the fun thing. There's a lot of hidden treasure around this area. I completely missed that guy. That hurt. There's a lot of treasure around here that I actually need to do some clever platforming because Dark Souls is known for its platforming. That was sarcasm, by the way. But I need to remember which of these I need to go down. Oh, evidently not here. Oh, I got some torches to light. So at least I'm... Ooh, that was actually a nice drop on... let's get the correct ring on. There we go. Because that's where I need to get, right over here. Is someone climbing? Yes, they are. There we go. I need to get over there, and I think there's one other item I need to find. So the... Okay, I seriously have no idea why their bodies keep getting stuck in those weird positions. Alright. One item was hidden behind a bunch of urns, like so, which requires me to, yep, fall down here. There we go. Okay, that wasn't actually the item I was looking for. Maybe it's... There we go. This is the item. Is it a mimic? No, it is not. Okay, good. I was tricked by a mimic before. I don't want to be tricked again. This is probably one of the best strength weapons in the game, which means it is entirely useless to me. But those are the items we wanted. There's a couple more items down here, if I recall. As well as a couple of zombies. I might need to change my audio settings because of how loud the frickin' breaking stuff sound is. And now, if you thought this place sucked before, you ain't seen nothing yet. First things first. Break these with a ranged weapon. Because again, those are corrosive. I didn't actually break all of them. I'm not going to demonstrate just how much your equipment how much equipment you lose by walking inside. Why are there so many dead people here? Okay, a branch of yore. Did they get ambushed by something? Because a lot of those guys were fighting. Yeah, this is why this place sucks. There are a lot of those statues that spit poison at you. And if you want to, and typically people will destroy all of them, and that is seriously degrading to your weapon. And we have to find ourselves an NPC in this area. Before we do, let's refill our Estus and Rapier. There's a couple... The path is pretty straightforward, but it's filled to the brim with these guys. And there's a couple of hidden paths that I need to find. Let's see now. I know it's around here somewhere. Maybe it was right... here we go. It's hidden path number 1. Feather, feather. There we go. Prepare to cry. We have more Lucatiel.
Oh. You... My thoughts are very scattered. What is this curse? The question rings in my mind, but I haven't the focus to answer it. Loss frightens me no end. Loss of memory, loss of self. If I were told that by killing you I would be freed of this curse, then I would draw my sword without hesitation. I don't want to die. I want to exist. I would sacrifice anything at all for this. It shames me, but it is the truth. Sometimes I feel obsessed with this insignificant thing called self. Even so, I am compelled to preserve it. Am I wrong to feel so? Surely you do the same in my shoes. Maybe we're all cursed from the moment we're born. Sometime, and maybe we're from the moment.
Yeah, she is unfortunately going hollow. One of our good friends is unfortunately reaching the end of the curse. The curse of the undead, along with the fact that you kind of never actually die, is the longer you survive, the more likely you are to go hollow, which is basically complete and total nutters. Once you lose your purpose in life, you go completely insane, and all you want to do is kill people and steal their souls. That is the curse of the undead in this game. And she's unfortunately on the verge of going hollow, which sucks because Lucatiel is one of the most awesome characters in the game. I was hoping to time that with the destruction of these statues, and I failed miserably. I wonder if I can just bash them. Yeah, that works. Don't know why I'm not just doing that. It's saving me from losing durability. By the way, that's a giant worm. We'll talk to him later. And by talk, I mean, oh, right, these guys. I forgot. Come on, buddy. That's, I can't see my poison. Okay, I'm not poisoned at all. Awesome. But so that was the first of these secret paths. The weapon I just picked up is an amazing PvP weapon, especially for people who like to turtle. And the reason for that is the Shodel, I think is how it's pronounced, goes completely through shields, making it amazing, ouch, for PvP, because everyone uses a shield in PvP. Oh, yep, I knew I was missing one of them. Alright, let's kill the worm. Let's kill the statue. Crap. I don't want to attempt fate. I don't want to tempt fate, because one hit of that worm could very easily kill me. Crap. Alrighty then. There we go. There we go. That was easy. They occasionally could drop, I believe, a fairly decent item. Unfortunately, I don't actually remember what it is. And there's another hidden path right around here. Drop down. There we go. We actually can't do anything here just yet. There's another hidden path right down here, which will involve me being a complete and utter sissy. Because if it's exactly what I remember it... Yeah, they're still here. I have no idea how the giants got here, but the only way to kill them is by... I can't see a damn thing! I can't... How the hell am I gonna hit these guys now? Is to cheese them, because you can't fight them in a fair fight because all their attacks go straight through your shield. So instead, welcome to Cheese Souls, because why fight fair when the enemies don't fight fair? So now I need to wait for him to go back. Wait for his poison to run out, where I will poison him again. Right, that's this guy down. There are 2 giants here, and they all, again, have the ability to completely ignore your physical your physical shield. And because of that, and really terrible hitboxes, I cheat because I am a huge sissy, as everyone is at this point when trying to kill these guys. The other way to kill them, rather than do this, is to run past them, because my controller just rumbled. That's never a good sign. Is to run past them because there's a little cave beyond these cheaty little giants that lets you just snipe them in the leg. So it's effectively the exact same thing, minus heading backwards. Oh, so that's why my controller rumbled. That would have been a one-shot. Are you poisoned? Yes, you are. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, there's no way to fight these guys fairly. That's what we want. Well, those are 2 things that we wanted. The Forgotten Key will open the thing right above us, and the Giant Soul is actually an endgame item, and I will explain that when I get up to the point where it's relevant. Yes, I agree. It isn't cheating, it's tactics. It's kind of boring to watch, unfortunately, but with how unfair the game is, I don't feel bad about cheesing people who are completely cheesing themselves. Okay, the Dragon Bone, again, is a boss upgrade weapon. The Ring of Giants is, what I actually kind of forget. Increases poise. Poise is... Oh, right. I wonder if I can actually... Yep, there we go. Poise is whether or not you will get staggered when you get hit. I forget if I can just walk. Oh, I can. Huh. Oh. That made things a little easier than I thought. I always jumped that, and jumping back was always a pain in the ass. I was evidently making it harder for myself. Huh. Who knew? Okay, so now we're going to do that jump one more time. Because now we have the key. What the f... Okay, that is another NPC invader. Oh, you can hear the dog? Okay. Crap! Okay, I'm gonna have to go take care of the dogs right after I kill this invader here. Well, that was interesting. Alrighty, let's get someplace a little safer. That was an interesting NPC, though. Okay, this should be a... Alright, this is actually, if memory serves me correctly, I think it's a troll, but I don't trust anything about this game. Oh, and here's another little cheaty thing. If you throw a Lloyd's Talisman at a mimic, it will open up. That was evidently not a mimic, but I was not taking chances. I'm gonna go let the dogs back in because it looks like they're done being dogs. So once again, I apologize for the disappearing act. Kinda wish I had a splash screen for moments like these, but I'll be back in a sec. Okay, and I'm back. Yeah, I know barking's just what dogs do, but I like quiet, which is why I like cats. Because cats don't bark for hours on end at positively nothing because they're too busy going, I'm a cat. So, well, you know, it did drop something. Oh well. Okay, now I need to get down. Was it right here? I'm now doing this blind because I'm an idiot. Hey, I was right. Hey, look who is here. Our friend, the old guy.
Young undead, don't let this curse weigh upon you. We meet a second time. Perhaps you will yet traverse the dark. Young undead, if you truly seek the dark, then we will surely meet again. May we meet again, somewhere, sometime.
Yep, that's everything from him. The whole purpose of these places that we're meeting him is he's actually part of another covenant called Pilgrims of the Dark. It is a pure PvE covenant, where you basically get little dungeons that you get to traverse. It's unfortunately only really good for Hex builds because of the rewards you get for completing the dungeons. But they also have a really cool boss, which is why I pretty much always join that covenant, because the boss that you get, while optional, is really, really awesome. I think I almost walked off the edge there because I can't see. Well, wasn't expecting statues to be there, but they missed me, so no matter. Ow! God, son of a... That's what you get for being a statue. You know, screw it, I'm just gonna kill all these things. We have one more little path to get to before we go through that door to fight the boss, who will be our final old one. Yeah, this is why this whole area sucks, by the way. Those statues with all their frickin' poison is seriously irritating. But alright. Area cleared. Did I activate all these puddles? Yes, I have. Okay. So, secret path number 3. Isn't really a secret, but I've seen people avoid it, or... Oh, really? Eh. Another one. Oh well. Come on, let me stab you. Anyway. Normally you don't need a branch for that, but that's why now we have a shortcut right in front of the boss. So let's heal up. I should have gone human first. I completely forgot to do that. Let's do that again. Boom. Because we should have our friend... This is the last time we can bring in Lucatiel. And remember, we need her to survive the... Oh, right, I completely forgot I just rested. What? Another one? Interesting. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but where are you? Oh, for Christ's sakes, Lucatiel, really? Now, can you not? Please? Thank you. There should be one other NPC around here, though. Huh, evidently not. Okay, Lucatiel, can you get over here, please? Thank you. Right, this final old one that we need to fight. I'm actually gonna change my sound real quick. There. That should be a little bit easier, considering how loud everything else was. Now it might be a little too low. Damn it. Yes, that is an enemy made entirely of dead bodies. So, like a lot of bosses, either I know how to fight him due to fighting him hundreds of times, which is a lie, actually in about, maybe 10 times, not counting all my losses, but boss dead, Lucatiel survived, Great Soul embraced. We'll get that thing right over there at a later time. So now, we now have all the Great Souls. The Rotten embraces all in his sanctuary for all things unwanted or tossed away. Meaning, he kind of accepted all these dead things living with him. There's actually some interesting speculation, well, I think it might actually be confirmed at this point, about his identity, just like the identity of the Lost Sinner and the Old Iron King. Oh, by the way, this is the soul of the giant. Again, I'll explain that when I get to it. But that was the final great one. So now everyone, or at least most of the people, at the Majula should have something different to say now, because I get to continue on. Normally that's like Sublime Bone Dust. I'm not certain why it's not there, and that is the next DLC area. It's probably my favorite DLC as well, but that will come at a later time. Oh! What the? What? 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 Well, he wasn't hostile. I'll say that, but I can't lock onto him. Are those tendrils? Is this a brain or a tree or what the?
No one has come this far, for a very long while. Young Harlow, do you wish to share this curse? Then accept the fate of your youth, and face the trials that await you. Unless you have already joined the Crestfallen. Young Harlow, there are but two paths. Inherit the order of this world, or destroy it. Only a true monk can make such a choice. Very few indeed have come even this far, and yet your journey is far from over. Half-grown Hollow, have you what it takes? Truly. Young Hollow, seek after Fenric. He who almost became a true monk. The Fenric is certain to guide your way. Fledgling Hollow, may we meet again?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, whatever. I have no idea what just happened. Oh. Okay, well, let's continue back to Majula. Possibly spend some souls or something, I guess?
You are blessed with a myriad of souls. Bearer of the curse, make your way to the castle. If you find an Estes over where but what?
Okay, nothing new really, but that was interesting, I'll give it that much. I have no idea what I just witnessed, but I'll hopefully figure it out at some point, or bump into it, I guess.
You've been long away. What?
Oh, now that I've beaten... No, nothing new, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Looking for... Okay, I don't have an item that I think I'll need in the future, so... Well, let's head to... Actually, there's something I want to check out. How good is Targay's armor compared to what I have on right now? It's worse in basically every way except looks. Yeah, that just looks kind of silly. Wow, his armor actually doesn't look as good as I thought it did initially. Alright, let's get back to what we had on previously. There we go. No, that's not what I was wearing. By the way, skirt. Huh. as I fashion souls this. There we go. Alright, so now, normally you'd have to talk around and ask around and try to figure out where the heck to go before you get to the castle. But since I know, you want to head back to the Shaded Woods at the Ruined Fork Road. If you remember, there was a door there that said, Seek Mightier Souls. That is where I need to go. I think it was this one. Yep, it was this one. Let's once again clear our way. Get over here. There. I still have no idea if they actually drop their armor. Okay, we got that. Now we need to... Hey, he dropped an item. Now I get to see what he finally drops. Oh. First, let's kill that guy. There we go. Oh, nice. They do drop their armor. Cool. Anyway, I want you to keep an eye on... Alright, there's this guy who sucks, because he's hostile. And again, I can't lock onto him, and I have to deal with these stupid zombie things. But I want you to keep an eye on a couple of things. First off, you should be... let's face it, you could climb over this frickin' thing right here. Now, with that in mind... Walk, 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 walk. Now it opens because we either have 1,000,000 souls, or... Nope, we don't have 1,000,000 souls. But because we got those 4 souls, this is the 3rd DLC area. It's also the hardest, and in my opinion, the worst one. Well, calling it the worst one's kind of being unfair, actually. But it was easily my least favorite. But, well, again, we'll do all that at a much later time. For now, screw paths. We'll just walk this way, and... Oh, would you look at that? We're on the other frickin' side. Because logic. Dark Souls logic. Aha! Oh! God damn it. More of these guys. Normally a Hide Knight was right there, but evidently he was replaced by people who are a bigger pain in the butt. What I don't understand is in Demon Souls, the very first game in the Souls series, you could vault in that game, but they removed it in Dark Souls 2, or Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2. I don't think anyone knows why they did that, because it's a stupid idea. Welcome to Rain. The only time we're going to see it, I kind of wonder what they're going to throw at us. Oh, those guys are still there. They're shooting lightning. That's... crap. Oh, normally there's one other guy there. Oh, here he is. Hi. Is that... Yeah, they didn't change this at all? Huh. Oh! No, 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 no! Get back here! Get! Damn it. Hey, this is our friend again, by the way.
This castle is isolated. But nonetheless, you must forge on to bring an end to your journey and mine.
Yep, that's all we're getting out of her. Alright, let's see what... I heard a summon sign. Ah, it's just a random person. Ah, lovely. As I proceed to outrange these guys because of... I have a big spear. Ow! He says as he walks right into their massive frickin' attack range. Oh, come off it. That wasn't even on me. Yay! A helmet. Yay! I don't need any of those. By the way, those armor, if I remember correctly, just really frickin' heavy and not really useful, and they look silly. So if you want to cosplay the Elephant Man, be my guest. By the way, if you ever want lore, you can always just look at the items like that. And that's crap. So first things first, you have to kill these guys next to... Hello! You have to kill the enemies next to the brazier over there to unlock the door. Which means I need to get this guy over here. Or get this guy over here. Come on. There we go. I knew it. These knights, this is where they should be. Oh, I don't think they had that attack before. They might have. But evidently they're a lot stronger than they used to be. Compared to how easily I killed them in the past. So yeah, now we could enter Drangleic Castle. But first... chest. Actually, if you wanted to, these guys... I'm gonna boost my sound again. It's actually really frickin' low. That should be good. The armor that these guys drop is actually very good. If you want to farm it. I'm too lazy to do so, though. Aw. Still nothing. Okay. Welcome to Drangleic Castle. Enjoy your stay. This is a ghost.
Who are you? And by whose permission do you stand before me? This castle is the domain of King Vendrick. Is your trespass intentional? His Highness. Where has he gone? You are a guest of our castle. I am the Chancellor, Velaga. Do you seek an audience with my lord, King Vendrick? Unfortunately, His Highness is absent. My lord, the king, has... My lord made magnificent findings on souls. An accomplishment for the ages. He vanquished 4 great ones and built his kingdom upon their souls.
Seem familiar?
Our king has watched over this land since ages long, long ago. King Vendrick. We must fight back, or the giants will take Drangleic.
Tonal shift.
The king had a dear queen, a woman of unparalleled beauty. Long ago, the queen came to us, alone, from a faraway land. She warned our lord of the looming threat across the seas, of the giants. The king crossed the ocean and defeated the giants, with the Queen at his side. The king commandeered their power and created the golems. With the golems, the king created this castle to celebrate victory and to show his love and his gratitude to his queen. The queen brought peace to this land and to her king. A peace so deep, it was like the dark.
Now, where have we seen or heard the dark before? You'd know if you played the first Dark Souls.
Is this some sort of a dream? Where am I? What has happened to our castle? Who are you? By whose permission do you stand before me? Welcome, visitor. Our guests are treated with honor. This is the way of our castle. Tell me if you should require anything.
I have no idea why someone like a Chancellor would have this gesture, but I know better than to question. Right, so you can buy, now he's a merchant, you can buy some really good things, well, okay, some okay things from him, but this is why you want to exhaust his dialogue. This is just like my current ring, but better. Also, this stuff, if you want it. This stuff, if you want it. And we've seen that like 10 times.
My lord made magnificent findings on souls. He vanquished...
Yeah, I think we expended... Yep, okay. Yeah, so I'm not quite certain why there's a ghost here, considering he's not undead. Well, I guess technically he'd be undead. But he's not hollow, he's not corporeal, he's a ghost, and he's the only one we ever see. By the way, this is where the king and queen would be. Look how frickin' big it is compared to me. The king and queen were frickin' huge. And yep, this also has a significance in New Game Plus. Currently, it's just an empty room with thrones, but in New Game Plus, there's actually NPCs in here that you can fight for a really good item. I'm not in New Game Plus, therefore it's an empty room to me. So let us continue on our journey a little bit longer. Huh, normally there's a knight here. And, oh, hello! He evidently decided to take a vacation. Are all these gonna activate if I... Okay, that one did. Yep, that's still unopenable. Alright, he didn't spawn. He did. Yeah, actually, when you play this game in New Game Plus, it does offer... different enemies drop different items and different souls. Like, all the great ones, like the Rotten and the Lost Sinner... all of them drop different souls as well as their own. I don't think this door was ever openable before. Huh. Well, let's see. Is this a... Alright, no bloodstains, no latches. This should not be a mimic. And it's not. Sweet! I wonder if this might even be the last one. I think it only goes up to +5. But yeah, in New Game Plus, a lot of the great ones drop different souls, so you can make additional equipment. Huh. Oh, these are stone statues. Oh, wow, they... Huh. Thank you, message. Oh, nothing there, though. Okay, now I don't trust any of these schmucks. Nope. 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 Whatever. And one of the main reasons with the additional souls that they drop is, well, it adds more lore to the ancient ones themselves. Okay, I kind of expected that. As well as the items that you can make from them are actually fairly powerful. We don't have the symbol of the king, so it's kind of pointless. Hello, Mr. Tufno, glad of you to join me. Unfortunately, there's only going to be about 1 or 2 other things I'm going to show off before I call it for the day, because there is a lot of this castle to explore. But I'm going to show off just one tiny bit in this next area, because there is one thing. We are going to be joining a new covenant inside the Dranglake Castle. Actually, now that I say that, let me show off another reason to have the ring. If you remember, I got the Forgotten Key, which helped me talk to Dark Diver Burger, whatever. In the gutter, well, it has one other use over here. So allow me to show it off. Because there was a door here that you could not open. But now that we have the Forgotten Key, oh look, it looks the exact same as the thing we opened. Oh right, I need to clear out some of these things. Let's do that again. I don't know why poison is able to go through the door. Oh, you... What the... Okay, there's a lot more than there were last time. This is how you get Havel's armor set and how you get everyone to hate you. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you. Havel's armor set is incredibly powerful, but it's also basically complete and utter BS, and if you ever use it online, everyone will hate you and want to beat you with a crowbar. I will never be using Havel's armor set. Not only do I think it looks silly, I've encountered more than enough people with it to ingrain a deep-seated hatred within my very being. So now, with that said, back to Dranglake Castle to show you the the covenant I was talking about. Oh, before I forget anything else, there we go. Bracing ring +1, yay. Okay, they added a couple of these guys. No. All of these doors, by the way, if you kill an enemy near it, it will activate the door. Oh. Okay, so there's only this one. Alright. I don't want to open all the doors, however. Well, I don't want to open them all of them just yet, I should say. I've never actually killed anyone near these golems on the back before. That's kind of nifty. Right, it should be this door. I have a feeling this is an NPC or a player, so ignore. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for, I think. Okay, so we'll get this guy over here. Gamma. It's not really the best for invaders, but it's the most overused because of its defense to... Oh, hello! Oh, blows out of that. But it has one of the best defense to weight ratios, so it's ungodfully heavy. But it's also, it's like impossible to stagger anyone who... Oh, that's good luck, actually. It's also impossible to stagger anyone who uses it. And a lot of people use it with the Jester chest piece. So let me show you real quick. Like this nullifies critical hits. So combine that with... Let's see if I can find... I mean, look at the amount of armor that has. And the poise. So with basically everything Havel with the Jester chest piece makes you really impossible to kill in PvP, and that's why everyone uses it. Whoa! Hello! How rude! I was not expecting that. But let's just say Havel Jesters, which is what they're called, have quite the nasty stigma in the Dark Souls community. Which is why I will never be using it. But, so, if you remember our buddy Dark Diver, let's clear this thing out again. I did not know you could backstab them. What the... He dropped the robe of judgment? Wow, they never did that before. Yeah, basically, it's OP as hell, Dark Daedalus. That's why so many people use it. No, Mr. Tough, no, that was not a Jar Jar Binks how rude. It was a very poor attempt at a Frieza how rude. I can't really do a Jar Jar Binks. Misa Jar Jar Binks! No, that was terrible. I can do Schmeagol. I can't really do Jar Jar.
You have the look of a true seeker. I am Dark Diver Grandal, seeker of dark, giver of dark. If you seek true dark, I will grant it to you, as much as you desire. Well then, is dark what you... You are now a pilgrim of dark. The dark chasm beckons you. Those drawn to the dark are destined to seek it. Finally, now open the depths of darkness. Young undead, the dark awaits you. The embrace of the dark is gentle. Let it absorb your sorrows forever. The embrace.
So this guy is actually a pretty awesome guy. the Dark Covenant, all it does is it brings you to these PvP, or PvE, I'm sorry, little side dungeons where you fight dark NPCs, or Abyss NPCs. It's also really freaking dark. Never would have seen that coming in a place called the Pilgrims of the Dark. The problem with the Pilgrims of the Dark is basically you need flame butterflies because you need them in order to... I'm getting some stuff prepared. You need a torch to... Really? You need the torch to light a brazier at the end, which is how you... And then you kill every NPC inside. By the way, this guy sucks, which is why... Ba -ba -ba -ba, that is Havel. He sucks. But... he really sucks, by the way. If you're decent, which I'm not, unfortunately, you can convince him to fall off the edge. I screwed up my roll and managed to get myself killed instead. But that is that is what the Pilgrim of the Dark Covenant is all about. Unfortunately, you have to give him a human effigy to attempt them. So let's try that again. But yeah, basically he's the only tough enemy in this chasm or chasm. But let's try and convince him that maybe falling off a ledge would be a better idea than trying to actually kill me. But first I can... Really? God, son of a... Oh, that was awful. I hate fighting Havel. He's such a frickin' pain in the butt. Especially because that entire thing is just, at one stupid narrow passage. You can't really... If you try and go around him in the area he's in, there are NPCs hiding in the sides, waiting to ambush you. Which is why you have to either convince him to fall off the edge, or you need to cheese him. There we go. Oh, come on! I dodged! And then your controller decides to not dodge when you tell it to, when you're trying to poison him to death. And that's the only real problem with him is that stupid weapon of his. Once it starts swinging, you cannot, unfortunately, cause him to stagger, so you can't stop him from attacking you. And he's not playing along and falling off the edge, which normally it's pretty easy to get him to do that. Evidently, now that I have people watching me, he's going to be very very uncooperative. Come on. God! Come... Oh, come off it. Oh, great. He heals now, too? He never used to do that before. Screw you! I can blame you all I want, Mr. Tufnell. You can't stop me, but that was the only really difficult fight this place has. He hurt. This guy hurts, but he's not a threat. What is a threat is that guy. He uses the Rickard's rapier, much like I do. But because of him not using the Havel armor set, unless he cheats like that. And then the enemy AI cheats, which is bullshit. Because... yeah. And now I'm remembering something that I completely forgot to do. We're gonna head back to Macduff. And I'm going to prepare the rapier for some major bullshit before I attempt that one more time. That should be it. I am going to infuse the rapier with poison. It'll significantly reduce its damage, but given how fast the rapier attacks, it honestly doesn't matter all that much. And let's get a couple of arrows just to be on the safe side. This should make life a little bit easier, as I'll make probably one or two more attempts at this stupid thing, because I really want it completed. Let's see, since the stone ring isn't helping me as much as I was hoping it would, let's get the ring of protection on. Yes, another human effigy. It's not like I'm running short on them anytime soon. Unfortunately, no, you cannot stack poison. Now, if I had to use like a bleed weapon as well, I could bleed and poison something. But poison, all you can do is, as soon as you poison something, you have to wait for the poison to run out before you can re-poison. Yes, Mr. Tufnell, I am a big fan of this game. It's just, there are certain elements, like this little part right here, that are major pains in the arse, to put it nicely. That was a parry, I didn't mean to do that. But overall, I'm a huge fan of it. If you have not played Dark Souls in the past, I'd say it'd be worth picking this version up instead of normal Dark Souls 2. Because Scholar of the First Sin is Dark Souls 2 plus all of its expansions for a Dark Souls 2 price. And God, son of a bitch! He's trying. Unfortunately, there are times like this where the game also has annoyingly broken hitboxes, especially for weapons like the frickin' Dragon's Tooth, because it sucks. It requires skill for most of it. Unfortunately, sometimes the only thing you can really do is try to out-cheese what the game throws at you, which is what I'm trying to do on this guy, but Havel is complete bull. But yeah, if you don't own Dark Souls 2, and you want to get into Dark Souls, I'd say get Scholar of the First Sin, which is what this is. As again, it's everything, even if this is a lot more difficult than the other Dark Souls game. Let's see if I can try and... See, and if you remember what you said about the 360 bullcrap, he was spent, technically, with the Dragon's Tooth, you can't move once you start attacking. Unless you're an NPC, evidently. Now I'm just doing this out of frickin' spite.
Fine. Yeah. Kamal, if.
Oops.
Kamal, if.
I mean, normally, you can normally that Havel, like, in Dark Souls 2, standard, like, 9 times out of 10, the Havel would fall off the frickin' edge while he was walking towards you, rather than pull as much BS as he's doing right now. What is any other thing? Ah, I have poison knives, that might help a little bit. God! Like, he's really probably the cheapest fight that this game has, outside of something near, like, the very end of the damn game. At the very end of the game, there's some things that are that are very frustrating, but this guy is the worst in terms of, well, this type of situation, because of how difficult he is to stagger on top of everything else. And I know I can beat him. It's not that frickin' difficult to do so. But you just have to hope the game doesn't decide to pull a bull on you and either is nice and decides to kill him off for you, or you get him in a situation where you can easily stun lock him, basically. Evidently that ring's not doing anything for me. Let's see, is there anything... Let's try. I'm gonna do this one last frickin' time, because I know once I kill him, I'm pretty certain I can clear the rest of it. I'm thinking on what I might be able to do to get him to where I want him. yeah, 180 turns on an attack that really shouldn't be able to move while doing. And that should have been a frickin' backstab, but evidently it's an NPC, therefore, why would it do something like that?
Yeah. A mouth, if...
Welcome to Salt Souls, by the way. Because I want to show this damn area off. It is a difficult game, but my problem is when the difficulty comes from Bull, like what we're seeing here. Like, if Toho is a difficult game, but that is 100% fair. This is a difficult game because it likes to pull... Oh, come off it!
Na, ja. A mouth, if...
Yeah, I'm afraid I don't have anything to say to that, except... Oh, really? Really? Damn it! Ugh. So I had my shield up, and evidently it didn't matter because he could go right through it. Lovely.
Na, ja.
And it doesn't help that now they evidently gave him the ability to heal, which he never did in the previous version of the game. Oh, screw it, since I'm pretty much dying immediately anyway, let's grab those gauntlets again. And just imagine all the bosses that I've pretty much one-shot in this frickin' game, and the hardest thing is a cheating NPC. Gotta love it, eh? Let's see if I can pull this off. Yes! Fuck you! That's how I wanted to choose that encounter. Well, okay, it wasn't exactly how I wanted to choose it, but it fucking worked. I don't care that I'm swearing right now. The asshole fucking deserved it. Now, where's that damn spellcaster? Get over here, you ruined my last attempt. I'm getting rid of your ass right now. Fuck you, buddy. Thank you. Piece of crap. Now, where's this last prick? That's a hole. If I fell down there, I would frickin' have to hurt someone severely. Screw you, too. I'm keeping your frickin' ass at bay this time, buddy. There we go. Goodbye! Screw you. That's these frickin' dungeons, and those are the frickin' cheapest NPCs dead. So now you use these flame butterflies to light your way, you find your way to the torch at the end, you watch out for falling off the edge, you light this, congratulations, you just beat a frickin' dark dungeon, good for you. Now with that done, we're getting the hell out of here. There's typically nothing here to worry about picking up, so you don't need to worry too much about that. So all we gotta do now is head towards the exit. We got this person to worry about. She's probably not going to be a problem either. And now we play the cheap thing. We're gonna cheese her out by ranging and poison. Yeah, frickin' die. That's this dungeon over with. As soon as you're done, you run to the end here, and you go, whee! That's a frickin' dark dungeon. Normally they ain't that frickin' bad. As this frickin' one was. So, once you completed a dark dungeon, you talk to this guy, you get a free gift. It's a hex. It's not useful for me at all, but if you're going to hex build, you always want to get these completed.
Just how much you have seen, dark. What once was a great void of darkness became but fragments. But slowly, the scattered fragments grew. It is we who will be pilgrims to these sacred sites. The embrace.
Alright, now we never need to return here ever again. I sound pissed and fed up because I'm pissed and fed up with this dungeon. It's never given me this much trouble as it did right now. Normally, Pavel isn't that much of a pain in the butt, and it doesn't go use all those frickin' tactics that was using against me. That guy actually looks kind of neat. Anyway. Now, to level up this Covenant, I would have to go to all the places where we talked to Grandal, which would involve going back here and back here. We're not going to do that just yet. We're going to continue with the game. But I'm actually going to be stopping it right now. I'm more than a little annoyed, and that's probably going to interrupt not only the way I talk, but also how I continue through this place. So I'm going to call it here, make some dinner, cool off a little bit, and probably continue this possibly tomorrow. I'm not entirely certain yet, so thank you guys very much for watching me. Apologize if I got a little heated at the end. So please, if you'd like, please follow me at twitch.tv/CaptainJudaism and twitter.com/CaptainJudaism. Shalom, and until next time.